Alright everyone, patch for March 11th. Let's go over all of these. It looks like mostly a bug fix, but there's a lot of quality of life improvements here. So let's go over each one individually. PCVR, fix issues where climbing or other movement can become jittery. This has been a bug since the release of the game. We're going to have to test to see if they actually were able to fix this. I know they've tried to fix this once before and it didn't quite work out. But hopefully this will fix that for all the PCVR people getting the jitter. The people that are complaining about people having speed hacks, a lot of it was actually due to this jitter, where it would actually double people's speed sometimes. So if this is truly fixed now, not only is that going to be great for all the PCVR users, but all the people that are saying that people are speed hacking and running around the map, that'll be fixed as well. So that's going to be incredible. PCVR fixed random movement speed and fluctuation. Same thing. The jitter caused some movement speed doubling or halving at times as well. So hopefully no more double speed hack complaints if this is truly fixed now. That'll be awesome.
He was like constantly like half down, but we're all always okay.
But always still.
Oh, Jert with fucking speed hacks again.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about.
You're so far ahead, it's insane.
It's an entirely different physics system on PCVR. Please let us know if there's any bugs. So they will still be testing this. You know, they obviously have done the testing on the back end, and they have tried to fix this once before. So if you guys are seeing things, let's get that reported. But let's make sure to test out all of it as much as we can. Alright, so those are going to be the two main ones for this. That's awesome. They put those right at the top. Gameplay balance. Both sodas healing amount doubled from 25 to 50. So before it was you could hold 5 of them and they'd heal you for 25 each. Now it's that you can hold 3 of them, but they can heal you for 50 each. So time to heal doubled. I'm trying to think. This is good. So the time to heal is doubled because before you'd crack someone's shields, they'd open their inventory, crank 5 sodas, and by the time that you caught up to them, that they would be fully shielded again or fully healed again. So the fact that the time to heal is doubled is good. That's really good change. You can now have 150 instead of 125 health in your inventory and shields in your inventory as backup, but it's going to get you there half as fast. So you're going to need to decide, you know, whether you want to crank all 3 sodas to get that little bit increased healing or increased shield generation, which I assume a lot of people will do, just to get that, you know, half a second faster, get your shields back. I think that's going to end up being the meta rather than holding on to an extra one in your inventory just in case you get hit again. This is also, you know, if you are, because the time to heal is doubled, it's going to be a good idea to drink all 3 of them so that if you do decide to double peak or re-peak while you're healing and you take another, say, 50 damage, that third soda is already going through. So that'll be kind of recovering. A lot of people are going to be regenerating health basically all fight. It's not going to be very fast, but just be aware of that from now. Max inventory slot decreased from 5 to 3, so you can only carry 3 sodas instead of 5 now for each one. I think that's good. Walk speed reduced to 80% max when op is in hand. This is actually really good. I don't think that the op needed to move at full speed. The M60 doesn't move at full speed, it moves at 80%, so they just changed that value. If you want to walk around at full speed, just put your gun away, and I think that's how it should be for games like this. You shouldn't be able to run around with your gun out to be able to have that backup strategy. So if you want to run around with an SMG or a rifle out, but while with the op, you know, keep that put away. This is also good for the Seiko. So this means as a running around gun, it's going to be better to have your Seiko out because you don't get that movement speed penalty from the Seiko. Melee. Knife and sword movement speed bonus increased from 10 to 15%. This is awesome. Honestly, I wish it was a little higher, like 20 or 25%. But usually when you were approaching someone with a knife or katana and trying to melee them, they could just back away from you. So hopefully this increased movement speed will get you just fast enough where you could catch up to them. And it doesn't feel like they can just like back away from you when you're trying to catch them. So we're going to need to test this one out and see the balance on it. But I think this is a really good change in the right direction. Let's see. Guns. Automatic weapons now start firing again after being stuck through a wall. while the trigger is down. So what this means is if you were firing at someone and your gun, like, it clipped through the wall for just a second, it would stop firing. But now if you pop back out of the wall, it'll start firing again. So this is quality of life. This is really good. You don't have to remember to pull the trigger again when you pull the gun back out of the wall. So this is actually going to be really good. Waypoint marker, greatly increased ping distance and limited the loot ping distance. I'm going to need to test this limit loot ping distance to see exactly what it does. Like if you can't accidentally like ping a UMP instead of a player. Sometimes someone would be super far away and you'd like ping a soda or item next to them instead of actually pinging where they were, which got funny at times. I'm going to need to see if you're still able to ping loot drops from far away to get intel on the loot drops. So I'll test that one out for you guys later today. But this greatly increased ping distance is going to be great. It means when you're on a windmill or on the top of the tower, you can actually ping people instead of just be like, they're over there, I can't ping it, sorry. So this one's awesome. Compass, show cardinal directions instead of numbers. So the compass should say north, south, east, west now. We're actually going to get some cardinal directions as well. So I'll need to test that out, take a look at that. I'll see if I can't have some gameplay running in the background. Maybe I can load up a combat trial or something and show you guys what that looks like here. Mutes. A mute will now cross-mute. A muted player cannot hear the person that muted them. So if you mute someone in the lobby, they cannot hear you anymore. That's, again, this is quality of life stuff. And I think a lot of people have been asking for this as well, so that's really good. General rewards. The impatient update. So now there's a continue button that can be pressed to skip the reward/unlock animation while you're trying after a match when you get the load screen. So you can just hit continue if you don't want to watch you get the XP. You don't have to wait for that. You can get back to sending your secret coins. Store fixed discount price not showing correctly. I didn't know this was a thing. I don't use the store very often, but if it was showing incorrectly, then that's bad. People were spending the wrong amount. So if it's fixed now, that's awesome. Battle menu, fixed settings menu breaking if open while the match starts. So if you had your settings menu open when a match was starting, sometimes it would mess with you or you wouldn't be able to act or you'd get stuck. So this fixed is super good. Post-match, fixed UI displaying behind the environment. So if you were like really close to a wall, the screen that showed like the scoreboard, I think I have a clip I can show in the background here, would clip through the wall and you would actually have to move to the side to be able to see the scoreboard. Spectator, setting height while in spectator mode no longer has a hole. I never really use spectator mode, so I can't comment too much on this one, but bug fixes are always great. And then assorted bug fixes locally, so I'll need to do a bunch of testing to see if a bunch of the glitches and a lot of the things that I know still work out. I'll be streaming later tonight. If you guys have any questions, I'll be testing out a lot of this stuff as well. So let's see, known issues, PCVR. I'm so glad that the jitter is not showing up in the known issues anymore. That's amazing. PCVR cannot snap turn or smooth turn while in pods. While we're in the pods, we can turn side to side, but we can't use the stick to turn. It's not too huge. It's just a little annoying. Steam VR users playing on an Oculus headset when purchasing gold. That's been a thing. You always need to take off your headset to approve the purchase through Steam or through Oculus. And then if you see a notice that you have to update to play, uninstall and reinstall Pop 1. As usual, guys, if you're not seeing an update or you need an update, just uninstall and reinstall the game, and you should be good to go. You don't lose any progress from doing that, so you should be all set. As I said, I should be streaming later tonight. If you guys have any questions about any of these specifically, I'll try to have examples running in the background once I actually upload this, so you guys can kind of see a couple examples for each one of these if I can find any. But other than that, I hope you guys have some fun on the battlefield. So one thing I actually found when I was booting into the combat trial to grab you guys those cardinal directions, I actually found that the layout, kind of the interface for selecting a game mode is a bit different. So I have a clip running in the background here so you can check that out as well. Just wanted to add that in the video. I thought it was a cool little thing. I'm sure you guys all see it as well if you change your game mode a bunch. Hey everyone, thanks for watching. If you're interested in more VR and Pop 1 content, then hit the subscribe button. I'll be streaming live on Twitch for a couple hours after this video goes up. Catch you guys there.